Journal entry, road to recovery. So I had a fellow artist friend who messaged me and said basically I have to step away from music for a little while because I can't pay my rent and I just have to figure out how to survive. And I was like, yeah, man, I seriously understand that. I've done the same thing. And so it got me thinking about my life and kind of how things have gone for me. And so I thought I would share a little bit of that with you. Um, the reason I'm going to call this Road to Recovery is I feel like I'm in a place right now where I'm trying to recover from a lot of bad years and a lot of heartache and disappointment and really just a life that I've hated. Like, if I could throw it in the trash, I would throw most of it in the trash. Like, I don't even want it or I don't think about it. So, um, anyways, so I'm in a place now where pretty much I've definitely made some bad decisions in my life. You know, it's weird how like circumstances will leave you so frustrated and then the response to the frustration and the things that are already the stress and all that stuff that's already messing you up, the emotional trauma and whatever else, like then you go and hurt yourself even more in some form or fashion, whether it's alcohol or drugs or whatever. And so I'm in a place right now where I kind of feel the effects of some of those destructive decisions. Like, I'm young, but I feel like, man, I mean, there's been times in my life, a lot of times in my life, where I've had so much stress that I could literally feel myself, like, I don't know, deteriorating from the stress. And, drugs and alcohol and all these things that they just basically mess up your body. Like, and so now I'm in a place where I'm trying to eat really healthy and cut out things like even caffeine, which I don't know how I can do that, but trying to just cut out um, like addictions, I guess, that aren't good. And because I kind of have an addictive personality, it shows up in my music for sure, which is probably a good side of my addictive personality. That's kind of like the mad rapper persona, kind of brings that to life a little bit. But yeah, so I'm trying to like reverse some of the damage that I've done to myself through bad decisions and through just trying to cope. Like, it didn't feel like a bad decision at the time. I was just trying to survive, but I've been surviving and in survival mode for so long that I didn't even realize how much it was actually affecting my body. And so, you know, now I'm kind of like, I have to, I have to turn this around. Like, I can't um, be out of shape or, whatever. If I'm going to have a successful music career, I got to get my body back. I got to get my mind back. And so, anyway, him saying that kind of just got me thinking about my life. And so I had somebody ask me to give a little bit more backstory about my life and my music career and stuff like that. And I'll do that probably a little more in another video, but just quickly, I've been making music since I was 15. I started when I was 15. I got introduced to the battle scene, and that's where my love of lyricism comes from. And from there, it kind of just kept going for several years, except that I didn't go anywhere with it, which was really frustrating. So fast forward a few years, my daughter, my first child, my daughter Annabelle, is born. That was almost 3 years ago now. And so at that point, I decided that I need to put music down because I've been broke my whole life. Money's been a big struggle, and like to the point where I can't even afford new clothes. So I'm wearing clothes that I've had for like 7 years, except for this shirt right here. Quick plug, Way-Z. I love this shirt, dude. It's awesome. Appreciate it. I love that I have something new to wear. It's really nice. And if you guys don't know who Way-Z is, you should. And you probably will soon if you follow my page, because Way-Z and I may or may not have a song coming out soon. Anyways, back to the story. My daughter came along. Not blaming my daughter at all. Just when you have a child, it changes your life. And it definitely changed my life. And it put me in a place like, man, I got to provide a better life. You know, my family is growing and we are barely making it here. So I stopped making music. That was like 3 years ago. And completely put down the mic, decided to go try to find a real career, or what everybody tells me is a real career, and really hated everything I tried. And so the Game Changer EP was my comeback album, and so that album graphic, the cover graphic for that album has me like in a button-up shirt, pulling the sweatshirt and my hat out of the dresser drawer, kind of symbolizing my comeback. Like I can't do this life. Like I'm not made to wear a shirt and tie or whatever and go work a regular career. I'm made to make music. That's what I was made to do. I know that. So it was pretty devastating couple of years, working crazy hours, doing things that I really hated, really not getting anywhere financially anyways, and, putting what I wanted to do and what I love to do to the side to earn a dollar feels like death. So I came back from that, another part of my road to recovery, deciding to say, no, music is what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm going to figure it out. My wife supports me, so that's awesome. I do still work way too many hours. I mean, my wife even told me today, she's like, yeah, you're working way too many hours and you're still not making enough money and you're still trying to do music. So, like, you need to figure something out that's better than what you're doing because it's still not working. So, it's a road to recovery. I haven't actually gotten there yet. And I'll never put out an album called Recovery because that's been done. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys who are rocking with me early. It is really, really cool. I have more response right now with my music than I ever have. So, I'm not looking at the first, whatever, like however many years of my career of making music. My music kind of sucked anyways, so who cares? And it doesn't matter all the work that I put in. I've started fresh. I got my new logo. I rebranded myself. I got a new sound. I figured out where I'm supposed to fit into hip hop and rap. and now I'm ready. So I came back with Game Changer after those 2 years. I came back with Game Changer EP in January of 2018, January of this year. So I've only been going at music for 11 months. So I think I'm doing okay for an 11-month music career. And what I told my buddy who told me that he was stepping away from music was like, I don't know if this happens for everybody, but I know for me, when I came back from that hiatus, my skill level was like way higher than it was before. My energy was better. Maybe it was because I was super frustrated with life, but I came back strong, and I feel like now everything is kind of coming together internally, and there are some things coming together. Hopefully I'll have some cool stuff to share with you guys, like even maybe by the end of this month. We'll see. So we're just kind of waiting to see how things play out. But yeah, man, like, it's crazy to be a person who knows that they're supposed to be doing something and just can't figure out how to actually do it in the way that would be a good and professional and like legit way to do it. It's really frustrating. That's been my life for a lot of years. So like there's a lot of built up frustration, and I'm sure that there's other people who have, experienced similar things, but I'm not willing to let music go. Like, it is who I am. If I don't get to have a music career, like, just take me out, man. I don't even, it's what I want to do. So it's what I, yeah, it's who I am. I can't, if I let music go, I let myself go. Like, I can't even separate the two. It's like impossible. And so I'm going full steam. So like, if you guys like the music, please share it, because I have to get things rolling better than they are so that I can really put time in to do this full time. Because, man, you guys will get so much music if you help me get to that place. I promise you. You will get crazy amounts of content and fun stuff and studio sessions and collabs and who knows what else. Like, I'll have time for so much amazing music and content, and and really, I started with battle rap, right? Like tearing people down and making them look stupid and make people laugh at them, or oh, and I love that stuff, and I still like battle rap, but my direction has completely changed. I don't care to tear people down anymore. I feel like I want my music to inspire people, and to have them, when they feel like giving up, turn on my music and just say, nah, man, I'm gonna keep going because Trace did it and I can do it. And, I'm gonna be the best at what I can do. And even if I get frustrated because it's taking longer than I want, I'm gonna keep pushing because it's what I want. So yeah, please take this journey with me. I'm moving into a healthier lifestyle. I may talk a little bit more about that. Like, I'm really trying to stop drinking at all. I don't like get wasted or anything, but anymore. But sometimes I just need a drink because I'm like so stressed out, and it's easier to have a drink. I don't know, easier is the word, but it's like I would rather take the hit on my body from a drink than the stress from the whole day. It feels like stress does more damage than alcohol, but still I'm trying to like just live a clean lifestyle, and I'm still getting there. It's not all here at once, but man, I hope you guys do the same thing too. Like, don't be the person who lets your life get to a place where it's stressing you out so bad. And if it is, like, fight against that, because if you just respond to that negativity with more negativity, then you're harming yourself because of the harming, damaging life that you have. And so it's like a double negative. And it's weird. It really is weird how like the natural human response to something going wrong is to hurt themselves. It's crazy. But don't fall for that, because you will regret it. And so, you know, learn from my mistakes. And you know, if you've done a similar thing, or you understand that cycle, then break the cycle with me, man, because we're trying to get out of it. I'm trying to get out of it. I want to move forward. I don't want to be stuck in a hamster wheel anymore. I want to enjoy life. Like, I don't even know what that is like, but I want to find out, and I'm determined to find out, because life can't suck forever. It's not worth living if it's going to suck forever. So we got to figure it out. So let's do it. This is the road to recovery.